If you had $10,000 right now, where would you YOLO it? This may be totally regarded, but I am asking WSB. Which's posts I have noticed to be steadily and quietly decreasing in quality over the last few months. What their ideas for a YOLO are. Honestly, I think at this point I've decided that the best way to do good in the stock market is to ask people who know absolutely nothing about investing what to invest in. So that's why I'm here, because what betters than asking people that have negative levels of investing knowledge? I'd buy a night with your mom, then buy $9,995 worth of Goog. Don't ask something like this unless you fully intend to post the lost porn in a couple days so we can all laugh at you. Gold. Real easy way to turn $10,000 into $7,000 in a heartbeat. Just buy at 10 over spot and sell at a pawn for 25 under. SPY calls 0 DTE on the next daily dip. Does any face? Hookers. Dollar save calls. If the merger goes through, you could be a millionaire. If not, then post lost prawn on WSB and we are all happy anyway. GameStop. It will go to 21.95 at some point. Save calls. One stock is going to moon in a few weeks. GameStop. AMD. NVDA. Bitcoin sell in 1.52 years. I've always wanted to get pegged by a high-end escort. I do have $10,000 right now and the answer is to keep it. The bank. As an emergency fund. How many of you have a realistically large enough emergency fund for when fecal matter strikes the oscillating blades? I'm talking 3-6 months worth of expenses in an accessible savings. A year's worth, even better. Stuff happens. Make sure to look out for family and yourself by having a buffer of money to ride out hard times. Save January 19, $22.50 strike call options. Save is Spirit Airlines ticker and they have an offer of $31 share from JetBlue but are currently priced at $11 because the Government initiated an antitrust lawsuit against the merger. We're midway through trial, expected to be done by end of month. The judge said he felt an obligation to rule before end of year since the merger is set to finalize in June next year. Great YOLO because it is a short window and if you hit can look to the next bet. Make a down payment on a house in the type of neighborhood you'll end up in after asking for investment advice here. Smokes and road beer. I'd throw it into dollar shot. The biggest risk is that it tastes like shit, but it's a YOLO for sure. That I'm surprised more people aren't talking about. I YOLO'd a few thousand in today. Where I always do. The opposite of which way Tesla will go. Your mom's ass. AMZN calls. Dollar asks about to go to the moon. Cattle, and a partnership with the 4-H Club. Straight into my bank account. Ain't shit paying better yo why for 30 years to offset what I will lose in my future house payment. That's my position lol. Reduction of loss. Bud Light puts. 0 DTE SPY moon or bust. SPY puts expiring in February-March. The party is over. It's been clearly announced but the last few guests won't leave. That's a big if. Everyone is broke now. Red. Roulette. Or if I was really down 22 black. Emmitt Smith does hit. Honest YOLO pick it. 50-50 or 37-1 either way legit YOLO. Edit best of luck. Or short dollar shop and dollar dash on a leap. I hate those two. Cocaine, hookers, blackjack, and SPY. Asts. Asts leaps, any strike under 10. Asts. Shot upward trend rocket full moon. Asts. Bourbon. SQQQ. Stock's gonna get fucked late next year. Companies can't survive high rates forever. IRS is adding the 10 bracket next year, so poor Wendy's workers are going to get wrecked. Credit defaults are on the rise. People will default on student loans when the on-ramp period ends next year. The US has a consumer-driven economy. And when that money and credit dries up, earnings go to shit. Then stocks go down. Amazing Fantasy 15. Highest grade 1 could get. Short oil. SQQQ full send if it was a true YOLO, but I'm always wrong, so obviously TQQ. Intel. Intel calls. Gee me. Even if you don't buy into the short squeeze thesis, the thing is still due for one hell of a dead cat bounce. My credit card bill. Bada bum. Triscuits, of course. Puts on TFC. Truest is a dumpster fire ready to explode. At the money, same day expiry. SPY options if it opens green, calls if it opens red, puts. Bitcoin. WeWork. Walmart calls TBH. SVXY. It inverses the volatility index. Over time it massively outperforms the market, except for big volatility events. Bitcoin then panic all when it goes down, like 2. BTC. GameStop. 5K BTC, 3K ETH, 2K 1K on a shitcoin, 1 on another. Ask Zach Morris. XRP, duh. Honestly, I need that kind of money too much to risk it right now. Maybe I would spend a little to either make a prototype for a product I want to sell, or I could use the capital to build an online store. But not YOLOing. Amazon, this company is going to rule the world map. SQQQ. Wait till Bitcoin hits 25K, then sell when it hits 35K. Easy money. CHPT tomorrow. Amarin. Into a 1-year CD? Puts on Apple for February 2024. NVO. Beto calls for next spring. $9,995 in money market fund and a pack of Twizzlers. Witches posts I have noticed to be steadily and quietly decreasing in quality over the last few months. Yay. Fuck you regard. Credit card debt. TSLA definitely. Carvana. AMC calls for next year. All in on Doge. It'll go back to the moon, I swear. Dollar Wolf. I would buy Solana. Probably WMT 624, 160 or 165C, depending how risky you want to be. Either way, WMT is fairly recession-proof and just dropped 16 points in one day. Historically, when this happens, the stock will run up over the course of a month or two. You should definitely be able to outpace Theta and find a 50-60 profit in there if you're patient. Important to remember, anything greater than 7 is outpacing the SP historically. So if you're doing better than that, you're doing pretty good. As much as I hate Elon and Tesla, TSLA calls might be the way to go, seeing it's a pullback today and that fugly truck is coming, where a bunch of nerds will fight over each other to be the first to have. There is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question, as the best YOLO strategy will vary depending on individual circumstances. However, some general tips that may be helpful include diversifying your portfolio across a range of assets, including both stocks and bonds, setting clear investment goals and sticking to a disciplined investing plan.